Thank you for tuning in. Thanks for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio from the beautiful city of Seattle. We'll return to the cockpit in Los Angeles tomorrow and finish out the week sitting in our own place. But right now we are sitting high atop downtown Seattle at the studios of 100.7 The Buzz. And I am enjoying this time very, very much. By the way, Gary and I did get to Joey's last night. And the waitstaff was indeed hot. No doubt about it. And the food was very good. For people who wondered about the food, it was good. And despite the fact that our waitress was hot, she did a good job. She took care of us. And we liked it so much, we're going back tonight. No doubt about it. We're going back. That was cool. Anyway, thanks very much for being part of our program. Here we are together again on the radio. And in this segment of the program, I want to talk to a large group. Many of you are in this category. I don't know if you know how you got into this category, but we're going to talk it over, you and I. I want to talk to those of you who do not have a social life because you are painfully shy or geeky, or you're just plain antisocial. I mean, after all, unless you're paying hookers, you can't have sex with somebody without engaging in some kind of conversation with them first. And there are many people out there, and they occasionally call in on 101 on Thursdays. There are many people out there who are so painfully shy, they can't make a relationship work. They can't do it. They can't close a deal with a chick or with a guy. They can't. And the result is that they tend to find other things to do with their time. I mean, there are some people who've just simply given up. And that's the category I want to talk to. People who are so shy, so introverted, are so geeky and have such low self-esteem that they have simply given up trying to meet anybody. And then they create other lives for themselves. Friday and Saturday nights, what do? Well, they go to the supermarket because it's empty. Good time to go shopping. They spend holidays with the family, or worse yet, they spend holidays alone with a TV dinner. Are you one of those people? You know, you like to read a lot. See us at home reading book after book after book. Reading about other people who do live their lives, who are out doing stuff, but you never are. I was once married to somebody like this. Somebody who loved to read about things other people were doing. In fact, they didn't really like doing things herself, but loved reading about other people. It's just the way it is sometimes. Are you one of those people? You find yourself watching TV and wondering what it'd be like to be, you know, on The Real World, or to be on some other show where you have friends, you all hang out together. Ever watch the TV show Friends and wish you had 3 other friends like that? You could all just hang out at somebody's apartment. Just the door's always unlocked. Just walk right in. You've got no social life. Here's another way to know you're one of these people. You listen to talk radio. A lot. You hear us riding around in limos, getting chicks take their clothes off, and you think, God, I'd love to be in there. That's another way you know. Now, by the way, lots of people who aren't like that listen to us, but they don't listen as much as you do. You know what I'm talking about. So if you fall into this category, if you find you're more interested in when the next version of Xbox is coming out than any other kind of box, I'd like to hear from you.
Tom Leykis.
Come on.
1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
Tom, can I say one thing?
What would that be?
I'm kind of buzzed, but I'm loving you.
Really?
Oh, my God.
The Tom Leykis Show.
The Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Garrett on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello. You busy over there, Garrett? Garrett went away at the last minute. He's too shy to talk to me. Steve on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Steve.
How you doing, Tom?
Do you care?
Of course I do.
I'm doing great.
Well, I'm 38 years old. I've never had a girlfriend or any relationship, not even in high school. And I have very few friends. I'm underemployed. And basically it's all due to my shyness and utter lack of confidence.
Now, what caused that, do you think?
Oh, it goes back to my childhood. I had a rotten, psychotic father who had a way of destroying your self-confidence and self-esteem. He made me feel like everything I did was stupid. Every idea I had was wrong, and I looked stupid by doing it. Made fun of everything I did. I didn't even dare to dream about anything because I knew it would be mocked. Then I went to school. They started me in school when I was 5 years old. Everybody else was like 6. So I was always a year younger and a year smaller than everybody. So the predictable thing happened. I was bullied all throughout school. My adolescence was particularly traumatic. I was geeky and awkward. Probably the worst thing was, you know, when you go through puberty, your body chemistry goes all haywire, and a lot of guys have BO. They seized on that. They literally treated me like a leper. People would scream and say, "Get away, you unclean guy!" whenever they would see me. So I had no friends in junior high school. It got a little bit better when I actually had to transfer to a different high school. The bullying and teasing got so bad. You know, then I joined the Navy. I was unsuccessful there. You know, when you're treated like a weirdo, you know, it shows. It becomes an imprint on you, and people see it, and people treat you like you're a weirdo. They don't want to have anything to do with you.
Wow. Now, let me ask you this question. Is your father still alive?
Yes, he is. As a matter of fact, I'm not talking to him anymore. I'm in the Navy Reserve now. They were going to mobilize me and send me to Iraq. And he told me that he said that I hope you catch a bullet over there.
All right. Now, let me ask you a question. You're an adult now. Why do you let this stuff affect you now?
Well, I'm going to therapy. To try to sort out all this stuff, because I can't live like this anymore. It's either go to therapy or throw myself off a bridge. But you know, it's a programming. It's like a brainwashing. Your brain is actually developed to think of this way. I've got a little voice inside of my head. Anytime I think that I should do something or go out, I said, "No, it's not going to work. Yeah, you're not going to score with this woman. No, she doesn't want the likes of you. You're ugly." You know, it's this little voice that's always in the back of your mind, cutting down any dream, any idea, any plan that you have. It just a constant kicking in the balls, you know.
Unbelievable. Now, you know, my dad tried pulling stuff like that on me, but one day I realized that I left home when I was younger. I'm sorry, let me get this straight. At the time I thought about this, I was older than he was when I left home. So I was, let's say, well, let me see. He was 43 when I left home? 41. He was 41. So at 41 myself, I'm wondering, why am I worried about this? Why am I thinking about this? I'm an adult. I can do whatever I want. He was wrong.
Yeah, that's true. That's the voice of logic. Unfortunately, human beings are not always ruled by logic.
Well, I am, I guess, because that was...
You're one of the lucky ones.
Came from my own head. It's like, what am I doing? Why blame him for anything that goes wrong? I'm now older than he was when he was raising me.
Yeah, it's true. Well, yeah, I left home when I was... I joined the Navy when I was 17 just to get out of there. But, you know, the damage was already done. And
so now do you have any relationships with women?
I have a couple of female friends. I know I should go out there and try to get involved with women, but something weird happened to me over the years. I developed a numbness, a lack of ability to feel. My emotional state is like a flat line, Tom. I don't feel joy or pain. It's just a numbness, like like I was given some sort of tranquilizer that stripped away all emotion. I had no desire to advance myself professionally or get relationships, and that's really the scariest part of this, Tom. It's like a living death.
So, do you have any relationships with anybody?
No, not romantic relationships, not sexual relationships. Like I said, I've dated a couple of times, but. Yeah, none of them really lit my fire, It's like I'm sleepwalking through life, and I can't live like this anymore.
Unbelievable. Well, Steve, I just wanted to see what goes through the heads of people like you. I appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM. It's Mike on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom?
I'm okay, Mike.
Yeah, I'm kind of in that last guy's situation. It's been probably 3 or 4 years since I've gotten any tail.
And why is that?
I don't know. I get phone numbers. I mean, I'm good looking. I get hit on all the time, and I get their numbers, and I just blow them off. I just got no interest. I have no idea. I mean, I don't like men, so I'm not gay, but it just, I'd rather, play PlayStation or something.
Don't you have, like, a physical need to get laid?
Yeah, but, I mean, Rosie pretty much takes care of that.
Yeah, come on. Rosie is nothing like the other chicks you might meet.
I know that. I mean, I'm living with the girl now, but we broke up, and we're just living together, and then it's just like I was, doing her, and then I had an Asian girlfriend 3 years ago, and just after that, it just all fell apart and got no interest. I mean, I like them, I want them, and I get them. I just turn my back and go the other way. I don't know why.
Wow. Amazing. And so you don't care. You just don't care. You don't care if you see a naked chick. You don't care.
Oh, I'd like to, and I've had the opportunities. I just...
well, you had opportunities. What'd you do with those?
Just blew them off.
Why?
I had this girl call me the other day. Oh, let's go meet. And I made up an excuse. Oh, I got to go to work. I just didn't want to meet her.
Why not?
I don't know. She sent me an email. She's hot. And I was like, yeah, I want to go meet this chick. And then when she calls me and it's like, I got to go to work. I just didn't, I don't know. I don't get it.
That's insane.
I know. And I mean, I'm 6'2", tall. I mean, I get hit on all the time, and I may be a little bit shy as far as breaking the ice, but closing the deal is no problem. But I just turn my back. I don't know.
And do you have any idea why this happened?
I have no idea. I mean, maybe I'm just waiting for them to just come knock on my door. I don't know. I just don't feel like going. I'm tired of the clubs. I'm tired of that.
Forget the clubs. You've had stuff put in your lap.
Yeah, I know. I don't understand. I just like, no, I got to go to work. I blew her off and just kicked it. I didn't feel like going. I don't know.
Unbelievable.
If she came over, I'd be happy to jump
Hang on a second. I want to hook you up with somebody else who's here on the line. Let me get Jay on the line here. Jay, are you listening to what Mike is saying here?
You know what? I got another call, but I just tuned back in. I was just listening to the other guy prior, and this guy, a little of the tail end of it. Yeah, you know, he's a pussy. Who gives a crap what other people care? Who gives a crap what other people think?
Well, I don't care what they think. I just don't feel like it.
You don't feel like what?
Don't feel like going anywhere. Don't feel like meeting them.
Catch me up to par. What? You don't feel like what?
Don't feel like going to meet them. Just don't feel like it.
Well, you don't feel like getting laid? You want to stay home and play with 5 Palm Drive or magazines?
Well, I mean, I talk to them, and I get the calls and I get the hits and everything, and then when they call, I just...
You get stage fright when you see it, or what do you...
Oh, no, I just don't feel like it.
All right, well, we should try Viagra.
Oh,
what's that new one, Tom? What's that? There's a new one.
That's not a problem.
Oh, okay.
It's something mentally. I mean, it has nothing to do with...
Have you seen a shrink?
Have I seen what?
A shrink.
A shrink? No.
Yeah, psychologist.
I haven't seen one of those.
Well, you got to go see one of those. I heard they do wonders.
I don't know.
All right, dude. Well, hey, good luck. Tom?
All right.
Yeah.
What's up, dude?
Not much. Just doing a radio show here, Jay. I appreciate the call. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Omar on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hi, Tom. How you doing? First-time caller.
Thank you, Omar.
Okay, listen. Yeah, I just hearing you on the radio. I caught you about 2 minutes into the talk, and you completely got my interest, man. I'm telling you, I haven't had a girl, to be honest, like in 3 or 4 years. And I keep trying, and you know what? I mean, I go to school, I work full-time, I got my own car, and I'm, like, trying to live it up, but I just can't do it. I don't know whether, like, it's confidence or I have no idea where it's coming from.
So you weren't always like this?
You know what? I think I always have been, ever since I was a teenager, since high school. It's like, I think, to be honest, ever since I've listened to your show, I've defined myself as a pussy, and I'm trying to grow out of it. I have no clue how to get out of it. I don't know whether it's like I try to do things for women, and I don't know, maybe I give them like this aura that they don't want me to be around them, or they see me too much as a friend. Maybe I put myself in that situation.
Unbelievable. So what? What are you doing to get out of the situation? What are you doing to change it?
You know what? I'm trying to follow your rules. I tried this yesterday, actually, at work. There was this beautiful blue-eyed 10, I swear to God, at school, over at Santa Monica. She was gorgeous, sitting right next to me. I didn't talk to her. For some reason, she was trying to get my attention. And a few minutes went by. She started asking me a few questions about computers. I helped her out. I mean, I felt like a nerd, but it worked because suddenly she started talking to me. But then I avoided it a little bit. I did what I had to do. And suddenly she still kept trying to talk to me. Even after all that, she mentioned she had a boyfriend, but then she was still getting a little bit kind of huggy. Like, we just met. It was like an hour and a half of talk. Suddenly she wants, kind of to hook up, give me a call whenever you like. I'm thinking, this would be nice. But then, should I feel bad because it's another guy's girlfriend,
Unbelievable.
What do you think, Tom? What should I do, man? I don't want to get stuck on this pussy trip that I'm on. I don't want to be like
you have to start being an a-hole. That's what you have to do.
So it works. It really works.
Of course it works.
And what about this concept?
Nice guys don't get laid. Nice guys sit and listen to their female friends talking about all the guys they are having sex with.
That's the truth, man. That's the truth.
I know.
To be honest, to be honest, I mean, I work at Neiman Marcus in Beverly Hills as a stock guy. I mean, I'm talking to these gorgeous girls from cosmetics and these, sales girls. All they talk about are these jerks that they're with. So a few of them have, you've been sleeping around. A lot of them, they go out with these basketball players, football players, all these famous people. And here I am trying to compare myself to them, And
radio talk show hosts?
Exactly. Maybe you know a few, huh?
I know one or two. I know one or two who get laid.
Right on, man, right on. But
amazing.
I'll be honest, I just want to tell you that, you helped me out a lot. You really made me think about it. I mean, through the day, I'll go to work, I'll do what I got to do, I'll get on the radio. It makes sense what you're saying, but then here you are talking about guys that just listen to the radio and they don't do anything about it. I got to get out there and do it. I mean, I got to go to the club, a bar, maybe go to the beach a little bit, go talk to some women, maybe gain some confidence.
Yeah, but you got to stop being a jerk. Since you're not getting any action anyway, you have nothing to lose by trying.
That's true. That's true. I get that a lot from my older buddies. And they all tell me, I mean, I got a few coworkers of 40 years old, and they're out there still trying to get it done because they got like 2 kids, they got alimony, and, they got ex-wives that keep bugging them. But here they are telling me, you know what, go out there and around. I think most of them tell me not to mistreat them, though. What do you think?
The way you mistreat them is you promise to call them and you don't.
Mm-hmm.
You make dates with them and then break them at the last minute or don't bother to call at all. You're completely unpredictable and unreliable. Women are fixers. They want a diamond in the rough. They don't want a guy who remembers every anniversary, sends flowers, sends cards, says nice things all the time. Women like to be... They say they do, but then the reality is they react to guys that treat them like crap. That's why you keep meeting women who talk about their boyfriends and treat them like crap.
I'm sorry, I got to laugh every time you say that. It's true.
I know it's true.
Every last one of them, I don't understand. He treats me like crap. I don't understand why he doesn't listen to me. See, that's why you're always there for me. That's bull. That's bull to me.
You should be the one treating them like crap.
Uh-huh.
Let them complain about you to somebody else.
Wow. You know what, now that I get all this out of my system, I'm hoping it stays in me, man. I really do. Talking to you, actually, it probably feels better, so I just want to say thanks a lot, Tom. You're the man.
Start being a jerk, baby.
Tom Leykis. 1-800-5800-TOM. 1-800-5800-866.
You say you should get laid for free. There's no such a thing.
Oh, I see. So you're a whore.
The Tom Leykis Show.
Leykis Show. Thank you for tuning in. And speaking of Seattle, I am looking out the window at the legendary Paramount Theater in downtown Seattle. And I will be back here. My God, that's coming soon. It's 1 month from today. 1 month from today. What are you doing? You don't have tickets yet? Are you kidding me? Tickets are going, they're flying out the door. I'm not going to have to talk about this very much because we're going to have 2,800 men at the Paramount Theater 1 month from today on Friday, September 30th for Boys Night Out. You've asked us to bring it to Seattle. Our sold-out show from Los Angeles comes to Seattle with our headliner Bobby Slayton, John DeResta, and more. It's all for guys. It's guys only. Guys only talking to guys only. That's what it is. I'm your MC, and we will say things on that stage that they regularly bleep out of this program. I will say things on that stage that I wouldn't even think of saying on this program because I know I'd get bleeped or fired. I will say them. And so will the other guys. It's outrageous comedy. I mean, this is not like anything else you're going to see here. Not like anything else. It will offend women. It will offend your sensibilities. It will be politically incorrect. It will fly in the face of everything Seattle thinks it stands for. Everything. And all the blue bloods in this town and all the people that say, oh, Seattle is not like that. We don't cater to that kind of stuff here. Guess what? I'll be catering to 2,800 of you on Friday, September 30th with the kind of slimeball, over-the-top humor that only Boys Night Out can provide to you. It's going to be Friday night, September 30th, 1 month from tonight at the Paramount Theater here in Seattle. For tickets, you can go to blowmeuptom.com or you can call Ticketmaster directly at 206-529-4051. Now, you should do it while you're thinking about it because, you know, the Paramount is a huge theater. And the best seats are going to be gone first, and they're going fast. If you don't believe me, try calling the number down. See, it's already happening. 206-529-4051 for Boys Night Out at the Paramount Theater Friday night, September 30th. You be there, and the 2,800 of you who are in the audience will be richly rewarded, as I like to say. You can also go to blowmeuptom.com or Ticketmaster.com for tickets. Boys Night Out at the Paramount Theater, 206-529-4051. I'm talking to terminally shy people, geeks, people who can't get the deal closed, trying to find out just how they live their lives. Brian, you're on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hey, Tom, how you doing?
I'm okay.
Well, I've lost interest in women in the past 5 years after my divorce. I mean, between just the soul-scorching process of getting divorced in Washington State, the fact she's... and honestly, a lot of the things I hear on your show just don't add to the appetizing factor of the feline American.
Well, my attitude about it is everything you hear here should convince you never to get married again. Yeah. But getting laid, I mean, we're all in favor of that here.
Well, I kind of look at it as a great vaginal recycler, the single scene. It's like, you know, how should I put this? It's safe. How many times recently has this person been with someone else? And I don't know. I spent 10 years married. I got kind of possessive, and in a good way. And now I kind of look at women the same way. I mean, if they're all
that's my point. Pal, if you don't fall in love with them, they can't break your heart.
That's true, but it's almost like the vagina has devalued, like the peso. You know, it's in my mind.
It has. The vagina has been devalued, and now I think 10 vaginas are worth the previous value of one. So you need to get more of them.
Yeah, I don't know, it was just a soul-scorching experience getting divorced here, and I had to pay $2,600 a month in child support. She got caught with meth. I got the kids back penniless, and I'm trying to, start from there. So it's like shock therapy. I mean, if you go to counseling, if you go to drug therapy, and every time you pick up a razor blade to snort some coke, they zap you. You're not going to pick it up anymore.
You see, the problem is you got married and you got screwed in your divorce. Well, I'm not suggesting you fall in love with anybody or get married. The best way to not worry about whether a woman is effing around is for you to be effing around. Constantly.
Yeah, you got a point there. It's just, God, man.
You'd be amazed how much less you care when you're getting it from different ones every night.
After sneaking by the kids, I guess, after they're in bed. But, man, how can you get... Okay, I've been wanting to ask you this for a while.
Can I ask you... Okay, go ahead.
How do you learn to not care about them? I'm totally...
Because look what happened to you when you married one. That's how. What you should be taking from that is not that you should never get laid again. What you should be taking from that is stop falling in love with them.
Okay, how do I do that? How do I not... It's like as soon as I start to get the smiles, get the looks, you get that warm, tingly feeling. Just the way I was raised, I guess I was raised right.
As soon as that happens, stop having sex with that one and move on to another one.
Yeah, I know you're right. It's a bizarre mental, roadblock that I've got to get past myself.
You clearly have been conditioned to meet someone, have sex with them, and then want to send them flowers. Resist that instinct.
All right, I'll do the best I can. I really appreciate your input.
By the way, when you were married, can I ask you a question? When you were married, did you ever experiment with things like Viagra or Cialis?
No, I had never had any problem with the plumbing back then.
Okay, just checking.
Okay, boom me up, man.
Here you go, baby. The Tom Leykis Show. 1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. It's Jeff on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
Hello, Tom.
Hello, Jeff.
Hi. This is an awesome topic today because I used to be one of those guys.
Really?
Yeah, totally. I would do nothing to go out and be social, nothing to try and meet women, nothing to try and meet anyone. I would stay in all the time. Friday nights were nothing. The weekends, that just meant I didn't have to go to school or work, so I could stay inside and play more video games or read or whatever. I would do nothing until I started listening to your show about 3 years ago.
And then what happened?
Now, I'm living my life. Everything is awesome. I'm getting chicks like I never would have believed. I've gotten laid so many times. I didn't get laid until I was 26, Tom. I was that much of a loser until I started listening to your show. Just bring out the inner a-hole, treat women like whores that they are, and I'm just making it happen.
Wow. So do you have words of wisdom or advice for the other guys who've called in this hour?
Just let it all go. It doesn't matter what anyone thinks. If one turns you down, there's thousands, millions more right where they came from. And if they turn you down, you don't want them anyway.
I agree with you.
Yeah.
Well, thank you for that.
Thanks, Tom.
Appreciate the call.
Thank you, Jesus.
Here you go.
Thank you, Jesus.
1-800-5800-TOM is our telephone number. Let's say hello here to, look at all of these. Jeff on the Tom Leykis Show. Hello.
How you doing, Tom? This is Jeff.
I know. I just said that.
I know you did. What's going on, man?
Not much.
Yeah. I wanted to call in and talk to you about the subject because I'm one of those guys, man. I just recently moved out here from the East Coast and came out here, and I don't.
We can tell because you're calling it out here.
Yeah, really, out here, right? There you go. But yeah,
are you planning on going back to the East Coast?
What was that?
Are you planning on going back to the East Coast?
No, I'm not. No, I'm not going back there, not at all. But I'm one of those guys, man. I go out a lot. I go to clubs and stuff, but I just can't seem to talk to women, and I've always been like that. Even when I was younger, teenage years, I can't. I don't know what the problem is.
Why don't you just be a jerk?
No, I'm not a jerk. I
can tell. That's the problem.
Well, I mean, I'm the type of person that doesn't give a crap what anybody thinks about me. That's
good.
Me.
Then treating them like a jerk should be okay for you.
Yes, but I don't know. I can't seem to treat other people like jerks. But I don't give a crap what other people think about me. People, I used to get picked on a lot when I was younger because I'm a small guy. I'm only probably 5'6", maybe weigh 140 pounds. So, when I was in high school, I used to get picked on a lot. But, and that kind of made my skin thick for people, that I say that I don't care about what people think and say about me. But with women, it's totally opposite. I'm always wondering, like, oh, I can't talk to this girl because what if she laughs at me, or what if she said,
Why do you worry about that?
I don't know, Tom.
You just said you don't worry about what people think.
Well, I guess in the back of my mind, I do. I mean, if I get turned down by a girl, I'm like, oh, okay, I don't care at the moment. But then when I go home that night, I tend to sit there and dwell on it.
Instead of worrying about being turned down, why don't you start treating women like crap?
I guess you're right. I mean, I've just been starting listening to your show for maybe about 6 months. So, and it's all starting to sink in right now, Tom. It really is. It really is.
All right. Well, you've got work to do. I appreciate the call. Our email address is my name. It's Tom@blowmeuptom.com. Tom@blowmeuptom.com. Or you can send us a text message to 89866. 89866. Don't forget, the Tom Leykis Show comes back to Seattle, and we'll be bringing Boys Night Out to Seattle Friday, September 30th. Go to blowmeuptom.com for the tickets.
The Tom Leykis Show.